As you might know, 15 years ago, we released a game that changed the world of video games.
With Assassin's Creed, we introduced the new gaming
Assassin's Creed, les gens. On se concentre.
Crusades, as Altair took assassinations to the next level. And now, thanks to you, 15 years later, the brand is more alive than ever.
15 ans quand même.
This is why we created a deep dive into the world of Assassin's Creed to show you where the brand is going in the future. And we even have several surprises and announcements.
Ah bah on attend que ça, hein.
And now,
Let's
who
go.
better to introduce a showcase like this than our CEO?
Mirage Mobile, arrête. Non. Hello Yves.
Hello everyone, and thank you for joining us for this edition of Ubisoft Forward. I would like to congratulate all Ubisoft teams around the world for their tremendous work bringing these incredible games to life.
C'est trop bien,
and
Assassin's
to all
Creed.
the players watching us, thank you for the passion you have for our games. Creating memorable and unique experiences is what drives us every
Non,
day.
c'était qu'on pouvait jouer au
Speaking
premier
of passion for games,
sur Netflix.
we
C'était
are
pas un jeu sur
celebrating
Netflix.
15 years since the first Assassin's Creed.
15 ans.
Altair, Ezio, Arnaud, Bayek, Cassandra, Eivor, many of you have lived memorable moments with these characters, making its story your playground, learning, challenging yourself, and most importantly, having fun.
Tout à fait.
With your support, Assassin's Creed went beyond a collection of games. It helped shape the face of the video game industry and became an inspiration
J'avoue, il a pas
for
cité le tien,
players
Vildra.
and developers around the world.
Il a
And
pas
now,
cité le tien.
let's see what's next for this
J'arrive pas à parler.
fantastic universe.
C'est que... Let's go. Ah. C'est stylé. Ça y est, là, je suis plus objective. Hein. Ouais.
Are you ready for this? Of
Ah,
course
ça,
you
c'est la
are.
vidéo qui sont partagées sur les
Come on,
réseaux
don't be shy.
cette semaine.
Doesn't
Elle est
a
bien.
fancy suit impress you?
Elle est
Don't
très
even
classe.
1,000 fancy suits impress you. Be the thorn in history's side. Choose the greatest enemies. The
Je pense que t'en as sur le site d'Espace Archive des wallpapers.
The Emperor.
Tu as pas vu? Bah du coup, voilà.
The boss's boss.
Requiescat in pace.
And make even greater friends.
Decent work, Leonardo.
Don't just
Non, on a
pick
dit
a
qu'on l'appelait
fight.
Luigi, Leonardo.
And start a
Son nom c'est
revolution.
Luigi.
Get the bigger picture. Go too far. Go too fast. Face the invisible.
Ça va. Il y avait pour toi Ribra cette fois-ci.
Impossible. The
C'est pas
unspeakable.
Brandon. C'est Luigi.
Welcome to the greatest playground. History.
Tout à fait, Miguito. Très bonne information.
Hello, everybody, and welcome along to the first ever Assassin's Creed showcase. It is time to leap into history.
Ils auraient dû faire que ça
I'm Danny
plutôt
Wallace,
que
here in
tout
our
le
top
Forward.
secret hideout, where I'll be bringing you some sneak peeks, special guests, and sharing some very exciting updates on all things Assassin's Creed. You will not want to miss this.
Ah bah
Today,
non,
I am
vas-y,
joined by a
dis-nous.
true expert, Assassin's Creed's senior community developer, Ubisoft's own Alice Terrett. Welcome to the show. Alice, can you believe it's been 15
Bienvenue,
years?
Alice.
Thank you so much, Danny. I cannot believe it's been 15 years.
It's a series very close to
Ça
my
fait
heart
15 ans,
because
quoi.
I'm in
Ça
it.
nous rajeunit
I'm lucky
pas.
enough to voice Sean Hastings, who first appeared back in Assassin's Creed 2. Now, Sean sounds exactly like me,
Ah bah non,
which may give you
parce
a
que
clue
Sean,
as to the limits of my acting range. This year, we are celebrating 15 years
Pas
since the
gentil, Sean.
release of the first Assassin's Creed.
It's been an amazing journey with our community that started back on the rooftops of the Holy Land. It has taken us to the Italian Renaissance, into the center of revolutionary wars, to ancient worlds, and to many incredible places in between. We've met unforgettable characters and been to breathtaking locations, allowing you to leap into history and relive pivotal moments from our past.
Trop
It's
stylé
been a
le truc
phenomenal
avec les
15
logos.
years, and we are so glad that you came along for the ride.
Beaucoup trop stylé le truc avec les logos. Je le
For the
récupère sans les
15-year
sous-titres.
anniversary of Assassin's Creed, we want to truly celebrate with you, our community. We know that you've been dying to find out
Oui.
what's next for Assassin's Creed, and so...
Just on that point, it does sound a lot like you're about to announce a new game or something, and
I am about to announce a new game.
I just thought it'd be nice seeing as I'm here.
So anyways, it's time to discover what we've been crafting in the
Allez.
shadows.
I hope you brought a trailer at least.
I have. Roll the trailer.
Basim Ebne's Haq. Are you ready to give up who you once thought you were?
I am.
Ready to sacrifice everything you held close?
I am.
C'est pas moi.
Are you ready to leave your life behind and walk the path of shadows?
I am.
Très grave.
Then, out of the dark, you will come into the light.
Ouais, pour l'instant c'est un trailer, mais... Mais let's go. Vous avez vu, il avait le doigt coupé, le truc, il avait pas le truc... Parce qu'ils ont une marque, les assassins, ici.
And from the light, you will return to the dark. Never forget the tenets you have sworn to uphold.
C'est pas par la suite, non, ce qu'il vient de faire.
Stay your blade from the flesh of the innocent. Hide in plain sight. Never compromise the brotherhood.
En vrai, ce serait classe que les fumées soient vraiment rouges. C'est l'idée, Greg. Beaucoup de gens souhaitent un retour aux sources. Et je pense que c'est l'idée. J'attends plus d'infos quand même. Parce qu'ils peuvent faire un super trailer comme ça et ils nous mettent un truc sur, sur Switch ou mobile. Pas de soucis, hein, mais voilà. C'est Mirage. Il est stylé le héros, hein.
Well, will you look at that? Assassin's Creed Mirage, everybody. And here to tell us
savait déjà le nom.
Ubisoft Bordeaux's narrative director, Sarah Beaulieu. Thank you so much for coming.
Totalement sketch.
Thank you for having me.
Sarah, we just had a little glimpse of Mirage. What can you tell us about this latest and
Dis-nous
very
tout.
special Assassin's Creed adventure?
Well, indeed, it is special. We go back to the roots of the series. It's been 15 years, as you know, and we wanted to go back to the action-adventure game that you know, narrative-driven game. We've been focusing on stealth, parkour, and of course, assassinations.
Now, I've been playing a lot of Valhalla recently, and from watching that trailer, I couldn't help but notice Basim.
Yes, you're right. It's Basim. It's 20 years before Valhalla, so it's a young Basim that is going to be coming from a street thief to a master assassin.
Oh, fantastic. And so where does his kind of adventure begin?
Well, it begins in Baghdad. It's the beautiful, magnificent, vibrant city.
Donc ça, on avait les infos hein, sur les réseaux hein, depuis cette semaine.
Yeah, it's a very dense city where you're going to meet a lot of different people.
That's amazing. I know our community is going to be very excited to explore Baghdad. So Sarah, what can you tell us that makes Mirage special to you specifically?
Well, to me, obviously, it's all about the story. So as you saw, we have a couple of charismatic characters, starting from Basim. So Basim is our lead character. We do have Russian that you spotted in the trailer. She's Basim's mentor. We also have a lot of historical characters, like in every Assassin's Creed, so political leaders, for example, but not just. We do have a couple of very interesting characters in there.
Well, what a setting and what history to get your teeth into, but we're obviously about exclusives here. Have you got any more?
Yes, I do.
Good.
Did you recognize the voice from the trailer?
I did, actually. Can I reveal it? Can I reveal the exclusive?
Yeah, if you know.
It was the Emmy-winning actress, wasn't it? Shorey Aghdashloo.
It was.
It was.
Yeah, you got it right.
Good.
Yeah, we're thrilled to have her in the cast. She's going to be portraying Russian. So she's going to be the voice of Basim's
c'était la voix un peu particulière, un peu rauque, c'est ça? Parce que j'ai failli dire, elle est pas mal la voix.
Fantastic, such a recognizable voice, which is why I recognized it, of course.
Well, and we were lucky enough to catch up with
Shorey earlier, ça me rappelle quelque chose.
Hello, everyone.
Oui, c'est elle.
I'm Shorey Aghdashloo, and I'm thrilled to announce that I will be voicing Roshan, Basim's mentor in Assassin's Creed Mirage.
Si stylé.
When Ubisoft approached me to voice this character,
Le problème, c'est que vous allez vouloir que je le fasse en français, je vous connais.
Strong personality and her backstory. She's a true
Vous
warrior
êtes terrible.
who fights for justice and protects her fellow hidden ones at all costs. She is loyal and honest, but keep her former self behind a shroud of mystery. And of course, the fact that she is a mature woman from Persian origins made her resonate even
Personnage stylé en tout cas.
Story and background.
C'est trop Shan.
Playing such a character is a unique opportunity that I could not miss. I hope you will love her as much as I do. It's a real pleasure for me to collaborate with the Assassin's Creed brand and play one of the main characters in such an anticipated new game. I am wishing you all a happy AC 15th anniversary. Thank you all. Yours, sincerely, Shorey Aghdashloo.
What a nice message. What a recognizable voice as well. Just
Vous avez vu l'artwork derrière, comment il est stylé?
Yeah, I think she is, really.
J'aime bien, j'aime bien.
Welcome addition to the Assassin's
Je crois que j'aurais dit ça quoi qu'il arrive.
So finally, obviously the question everyone wants to know.
Quand, où,
when
comment?
can we get our hands on Mirage?
Assassin's Creed Mirage is going to be available in 2023.
Oh, bordel.
And if you pre-order now, you also get the exclusive 40 Thieves side quest. But it's not all. We also have a collector's case available for pre-order as well. It
Est-ce qu'on réussira à finir notre projet Assassin's Creed d'ici là?
Thank you,
Va falloir qu'on en mette un coup.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you very much. Yes, it looks fantastic. Right. We'll be dropping more exclusive news from the world of Assassin's Creed very shortly, but first we wanted to celebrate the last 15 years of Assassin's Creed with you. Let's remind ourselves of some of the highlights and of course the impact of this groundbreaking series.
Trop bien. Enfin, même si on n'a pas vu en jeu, mais c'est cool.
From the light, you will return to the dark.
Je me lasse tellement pas du comme ça.
Are you prepared to travel the Eagle's path?
Welcome aboard. It's prizes, plunder and adventure ahead.
Ouais, c'est ça. Mais bon, je suis hype quand même, forcément. Forcément. Les personnages ont l'air intéressants en fait. Déjà. Enfin, une action intéressante.
I do not remember making that decision. This life.
Ils prennent leur temps, tout à fait. Ah bah, il faut qu'ils prennent leur temps parce que moi je dois finir mon projet Assassin's Creed et on en est qu'à Brotherhood. Hein. Donc, il y a du taf.
What is a man but the sum of his memories? We are the stories we live, the tales we tell ourselves. Gentlemen, As is custom among our kind, we do not plunge headlong into folly on the orders of a single madman, but act according to our own collective madness.
From darkness we have come, and in darkness we shall stay. We are the Hidden Ones.
Non, il y a un petit lag. Tellement bien. Oh là là, ils ont osé mettre la fin du premier dans le montage. Mais oui, à chaque fois on s'en lasse pas de cette musique là. Ce thème d'Assassin's Creed, qui a 4000 versions. Ah, trop bien. Hâte d'en voir plus en termes de gameplay. Ça viendra. J'espère pouvoir vous en montrer peut-être. Ce serait cool. J'avais pu sur Valhalla. J'avais eu une avant-première. Ce serait cool.
For me, Assassin's Creed represents my whole video game in the career. It's really like where I learned my job, where I grew in my job.
That was really the game that showed to me, hey, you gotta step it up, but like you gotta move on from the PS2, and I fell in love ever since.
Pour moi, dans l'univers du jeu vidéo, Assassin's Creed reste une licence extrêmement importante.
Assassin's Creed, especially in those early days, showing people what could be done in this kind of broad, open space.
Just like climbing up things and just looking at this world and being like, oh wow, I've never done this in a video game before.
We're always looking for the next Assassin's Creed. No matter which one is your favorite, you'll always be tied to it because of just how connected they've kept you from the beginning.
It's not just a game, it has a philosophy behind it.
It's a universe. It's not just a single setting in a single time, but it's different settings at different times. It's like a narrative universe that comes to life.
It's nice.
Well, that looks worth a watch to me. Where can we see it? Is it somewhere on the internet?
Yes, it will be on the internet. You can catch it on the Ubisoft and GTV YouTube channels.
Ça, c'est un documentaire à regarder.
No. So, back to business.
Je pense que je vais regarder.
The Dawn of Ragnarok expansion for
faudrait qu'on puisse le regarder en live. Ce serait stylé, hein.
But I would like some more.
Yeah, that's one of our most ambitious expansions to date. But Danny, if you want more, I've got great news.
Non, après, ils ont peut-être pas demandé, mais ils
Parce
que là, c'est un extrait. Donc, je pense que c'est comme ça un extrait de la vidéo YouTube.
I'm Gareth Glover, game director on Assassin's Creed Valhalla's post-launch. Since launch, we've continued to create new exciting content for our community to enjoy.
Je vais demander.
We've already released new game modes and activities into the world of Valhalla, such as river raids, Tombs of the Fallen, Mastery challenges, and more recently, the roguelite Forgotten Saga.
J'ai pas encore testé le mode roguelite puisque je suis sur les anciens.
We will also be launching the last chapter. So let's take an exclusive first look.
Odin, I feel you close. An uproar of memories stretching far into the past. I have done all I can for my people. It is time to say goodbye and set forth for distant shores and new adventures.
Fascinating. Eivor grapples with Odin's memories in a way unfamiliar to me. Where will this new conflict take you, I wonder?
Excusez-moi. J'ai encore dû éternuer. Quel délire.
The last chapter is
J'aimerais
a
bien
free
aussi,
quest
Carl.
arc, which nicely ties up some of the storylines established throughout the game. We'll see Eivor reunite
Ça a l'air
with
joli
some
où il
key
est.
characters, including some influential historical ones. We can't wait for you to experience it. Back to you, Danny and Alice.
C'est vrai qu'on a Ragnarok
Danny,
aussi qui arrive là.
are you ready for some more exclusives?
No, I'm not. No,
God of War.
I'm a little overwhelmed already, but please go on.
Okay, well, our next guest can do just that. He's no stranger to the Assassin's Creed family with a list of credits including creative director of Assassin's Creed Syndicate and producer of Assassin's Creed Odyssey.
Ah, il l'a dit?
I'm of course talking
J'ai rien
about
dit alors.
Mark
Merci
Alexis
Silgash.
Koller. Mac, thanks for joining us.
Well, thank you, Alice. It's great to be here, and I love what you've done with the place.
Thank you. So let's start with our community. Can you tell us what makes Assassin's Creed so beloved by our global community?
Well, at Ubisoft, our mission as a company, as expressed by Eve, is to enrich the lives of players. On Assassin's Creed, we have a very clear take on that mission. We want history to be everybody's playground as we immerse players into the richness of our shared past. What makes AC different, though, is this kind of unique mix between historical accuracy and contemporary codes like the Annonces. And when you put all that together, it gives you the chance to embody iconic characters, to live powerful fantasies, all the while immersed in intriguing historical settings.
So how will Assassin's Creed evolve in the coming years?
Well, we're going to double down on our passion for history as we explore the past with courage. We strongly believe that history can be the most powerful and eye-opening source of entertainment. And our teams believe that history can help us better understand the world that
c'est beaucoup trop classe quand ils font les montages avec tous les trucs.
From the past still resonate with our present. But don't worry, we're going to keep telling grand epic stories so that viewers and players alike can feel the vertigo that only human history can bring.
I love the way you talk about history and about using history as a
C'est vrai que maintenant,
playground.
je trouve qu'il ressemble grave à Sean, notamment.
History in this way, but what does this mean for fans?
J'espère qu'il est plus gentil. Hein.
Well, we want our passion
Que
for
Sean.
history to fuel the expansion of the franchise into new territories. So I'm very happy to announce today our very first open-world Assassin's Creed game for mobile.
On n'avait pas tort tout à l'heure.
It will feature all the iconic Assassin's
On n'avait
Creed
pas tort.
gameplay, but optimized
Heureusement,
for an experience
c'est pas
on
Mirage.
touch controls. And I just can't wait to tell you more about the story and the setting.
Let's take a look at the trailer.
Qu'il soit... Oh! Oh non! Mais mettez-le sur... Non! Pas sur mobile! Non! Ah, faut qu'il soit jouable en émulateur. Il est déjà sorti, Kern? J'ai pas du tout entendu parler de ça. Déjà un épisode en Chine. Oui, non, mais ça c'est... Non, c'est Japon d'ailleurs. Attends, non, c'est Chine. Il s'appelle China. Oui. India, Russia, China. C'est le cache. Effectivement. Codename Jade. Sympa!
Well, look at that. A brand new Assassin's Creed game set in China. It looks amazing. Matt, can you tell us a little bit more about the features?
Well, for the first time in our open world games, you can create your own character. You'll get the chance to do things like parkour atop the Great Wall of China, sneak through bustling cities, engage in intense combat, and discover the secrets of vastness of ancient China.
Well, that leads me to my next question. So, Mac, many of us know that a Netflix show is in development.
Oui, d'accord, c'est pas
Would
ça.
like to know more. What else can you tell us?
Well, it's still early in development, but
Tout le monde
I can confirm
annonce.
that we are co-developing the
Let's
Netflix
go,
series
allez.
with Ubisoft Film and Television, Netflix, obviously, and an insanely talented showrunner, Jeb Stewart. It's going to be an epic, genre-bending, live-action adaptation of our video game series. But that's not the only thing we have in development with Netflix. We also have a new mobile game in development for their platform.
Mais arrêtez avec les jeux mobiles, enfin!
Netflix. And just out of interest, there's no reason for you to ask this. This is just curious. A lot of people probably want to know who is the casting director for that.
Why do you want to know?
No, I'm just that a lot of people have been tweeting in about that.
Well, we'll put his name on screen.
I'll talk to you after about that. In the meantime, let's take a look at the wider world of Assassin's Creed.
En tout cas, ils auraient dû faire un truc que sur Assassin's Creed plutôt que de faire tout le truc Ubi Forward avant. Bon, je dis ça parce que ça m'intéresse plus peut-être. C'est l'équipe NFT.
Well, the wider world of Assassin's Creed there. And look, we've had a lot of surprises today. I think that's fair to say. But in the grand tradition of surprises, Mac, I think you might have saved the biggest one for last.
Well, Danny, that's right. Believe it or not, I've got more things to show to you. So how about we take a leap of faith into the future together?
Let's take a look.
Ça m'aurait fait rire sur un truc NFT. Non, c'est pas drôle, mais... c'est exactement ça, bébé, sans y penser en même temps. On fait un saut dans le futur. NFT. Codename Red. Oh. Ben voilà, c'est bon, ça va. Du coup, je suis plus jalouse de Codename Jade.
I think that's what you call big news, isn't it? I mean, there's a lot of stuff in there that I think, from your point of view, certainly the community, the fans have been asking for a long time. So, Mac, tell us more.
Well, this is codename Red, our next premium flagship title and the future of our open-world RPG games on Assassin's Creed. It is being developed by Ubisoft Quebec, the studio behind Assassin's Creed Odyssey, under the creative direction of Jonathan Dumont. It will let players explore one of their most awaited settings ever on the franchise, feudal Japan, and they'll live a very powerful shinobi fantasy.
I mean, people have been waiting for this for a long
par contre, les gens
time,
vont le
haven't
comparer
they?
à
They certainly have, and now you brought it to them.
It's amazing.
Ghost
Which
of
is good,
Tsushima.
and you're
Mais...
slightly cruel in that you're teasing me with it. I very much want that. You mentioned some of the other studios. What's Montreal up to right now?
Well, we have our veteran team behind Assassin's Creed Valhalla in Montreal.
Donnez-moi tout l'Assassin's Creed là, let's go.
Assassin's Creed, who's been hard at work on a new flagship title as well. It is being led by creative director Clint Hawking and is a very different type of Assassin's Creed game.
And I believe you may have brought us something that we can watch now. Yes, here it is.
Par contre, ça a l'air beaucoup trop quali, ça. Est-ce qu'on peut en parler de la qualité, là? Allons-y, allons-y. Oh, trop stylé. Mais enfin... Mais... Non, je t'ai plus.
Well, the surprises just keep on coming. What can you tell us about this project?
Well, this is codename Hexe, and I can't wait for our fans to tear apart that trailer and find out all its secrets.
Yeah, absolutely, and work out the code name. You guys have always got code names for stuff. There was it a year ago? There was codename Infinity. Where are you with that?
Well, that's a great question, Danny, and I'm happy to give you a little bit more about Project Infinity today. Infinity is not a game per se. It's going to be the single entry point for our fans into the Assassin's Creed franchise into the future.
So are you saying that players will be able to explore their very own animus, kind of like a time machine?
Exactly, Alice. Infinity is going to be a hub that will unite all our different experiences and our players together in meaningful ways.
Oh, c'est stylé.
So, obviously that begs the question, if you're connecting players and there's more than one player, a lot of people will be thinking, are we talking multiplayer?
C'est comme le Uplay en...
Well, Danny, it seems we can't hide anything from you.
You can't.
So we're actually investigating how we will bring back standalone multiplayer experiences into the Assassin's Creed universe, all connected to the Infinity Hub.
Well, it sounds extraordinary. You must have a nap at some point because you've all been very, very busy.
On dirait ce que me disent les viewers.
Some major new developments there, and I'm sure everyone at home can't wait to get involved. Thank you for joining us today.
Il y a pas mal de gens qui aiment bien la partie multi.
Thank you, Danny. Thank you, Alice. It's been a pleasure to be here and to be finally able to share all these great things that we have coming for our fans.
Ouais, c'est ça, c'est que ça peut être très cool.
To sum up, there are a lot of
Tout
exciting
comme ça
things
peut
to
être
look
trop long,
forward
quoi.
to. Let's remind ourselves of everything you can
Faut
expect
que ce soit
from now
ergonomique.
onwards.
This year, we will see the release of the last
Ils ont fait un
chapter to
résumé
Abel's
parce que.
story in Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Très bien.
Then in 2023, we'll see the release of the next
Ils
big
ont fait
title,
ça à la
Assassin's
Marvel.
Creed Mirage, set in Baghdad and following the
Trop
story
cool,
of
Mirage.
Basim from street thief to master assassin.
Then it's time for the long-awaited setting of feudal Japan with Assassin's Creed codename Red. And as Mac announced, there will also be a very different type of experience with Assassin's Creed codename Hexe.
And in the coming years, we'll see the launch of the new platform, Assassin's Creed Infinity,
Solide.
connecting players to the games in a whole new way.
But that's not all. We'll also see the launch of our first open-world game for mobile with Assassin's Creed codename Jade. And of course, the release of our live-action series in partnership with Netflix.
So, loads to come. But that, my friends, I'm afraid, is all we have time for today in this very
C'est
special
bien.
Assassin's Creed
C'est ça.
Anniversary Showcase. Now, before I get too comfortable in our hideout and end up slipping into my Ezio cosplay as normal, I just want to thank everyone for joining us today and making this first ever showcase so
Bon, bah
special.
sympa cette
Plus, of
partie-là en
course, a
tout
big
cas.
thank you to our guests, and I
Je pense que je
shouldn't
rediffuserai la
say this,
partie
but,
sur
you know, in the
Assassin's
spirit
Creed
of
du coup.
wrapping up, what's the one thing you're most looking forward
Du
to?
coup,
That's a very tricky question. We've seen
ceux
so
qui
many
regardent en
amazing
rediff, vous répondrez à la même
I'm
question.
gonna pick a few.
Okay.
Qu'est-ce
I
qui
would
vous
choose
chauffe le
Mirage,
plus dans tout ce qui a été
the Netflix
présenté
series, and
sur
also
Assassin's Creed
Feudal
là?
Japan. Is that
Vous pouvez le
okay?
dire là,
That's fine.
sur le
Great.
chat aussi.
And for all of you at home, remember that you can
Quel est le
pre-order
truc qui vous
Mirage
hype le
now.
plus?
In the meantime, you can jump back into Valhalla to prepare for Eivor's last chapter.
Which is
Je pense
exactly
que je vais quand même dire
Alice,
Mirage
what
parce
I'm
que
going
c'est
to
plus
do
proche
while
quoi.
we pass back to Ubisoft Forward. We will
Avec
see
la...
you next time.
Sa mentor, elle a l'air vraiment stylée. Franchement.
Neil, that
Top.
was one hell of a show.
You can say that again.
That was one hell of a show.
Well, that does it for this edition of Ubisoft Forward. We hope you enjoyed it. Yusuf, what are you looking for to play?
You know, we covered so many great games today. Can't wait to play them all.
Well,
Il est
if
à
you
l'aise.
need a reminder of all the upcoming games featured today, head to our website at ubisoft.com. And remember to grab that free month of Ubisoft Plus. You won't want to miss it.
Thank you all for watching around the globe.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.